Hey guys, Andy here. So I'm taking a look today at a BlitzWolf battery sent to me by the good people at Banggood. There was nothing particularly that stood out. I mean, it's just in some ways a 20,000 mAh battery. And looking back, I remember what made me think, oh, that's worth just taking a look at, is because the price was only about £16 at the time. But I look now, a week or two, actually it's probably 3 or 4 later, because it took a little while to come, and it's £20.49p. There is then £4.58 postage, which means you're coming up into the £25 market, and it's not as interesting as it was when I saw it at about £16, which with postage about 2021. Because if you look at Amazon, a lot of the 20,000 mAh batteries that do power delivery, quick charge 3.0 are up above £30, £40 by some of the branded names. Now BlitzWolf, I've had their products before. I get the impression possibly they're bigger in the east than they are in the west. So I don't think you really see much of them around the UK, and maybe not in America, I'm not sure. But maybe they're bigger over in the east. So it is a brand that I've heard of, so I thought, yeah, let's check them out. And really it was just to sort of see if I'm paying, at the time, £20 for a 20,000 mAh battery that can do the fast charging. What am I getting? Am I getting a good product, or is it a bit of a cheap Chinese knockoff? And I have to say that generally, it's a very nice product. We've got two different Type A ports there, and the cable that you get in the box, a little disappointingly in some ways, is Type A to Type C. But I think a lot of manufacturers are getting a little bit caught by, if they give a Type C to Type C, probably a lot of people won't have the ability to charge it without an A to C cable, which I do get. Maybe I'm a bit more ahead in that respect, so I do have lots of C to C chargers because of my Pixel 4, and I understand a lot of people probably haven't got phones. Mind you, you all want power delivery, I suppose Quick Charge 3 maybe. So I've used my own, this one's actually a U-Green Type C to Type C cable, and really it was just a matter of checking what kind of capacity do I really get. Well, I suppose also just to double check that it actually really does do rapid charge, which you'll see there, it confirming that it does. You'll also see on the unit itself, you get a green light that confirms it's doing the rapid charging. And then there's 3 other lights, so 4 in total, just letting you know how much charge is left in the battery. So I used it for, let's see, well, it's 4 days, I suppose, charging my Pixel 4. Charged in a variety of different states, recorded when I started, when I stopped. So I don't always charge to 100%. In reality, you probably, well, not probably, you're not supposed to charge to 100%. You're supposed to come off charge around 80, 85, which is where the fast charging ends anyway, and it goes down to a much slower rate. I added up all the milliamp hours used, and given that, and everyone's going to kind of go, it's ridiculous, I shouldn't be allowed to say this, blah, blah, blah. But given that it sort of claims to be, or it is, a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, I only got just over 11,500 milliamps out of it. Now, you have to bear in mind, so all those times I've charged, it was probably charging for a good hour and a half. There's 7 different charges there. So you're looking at 10 to 12 hours maybe that it was running while charging. Some of them could have been overnight, so it could be more than that. And given that I can burn kind of 3%, I mean, basically what I'm trying to say is it's topping up while the phone's being used. So if the phone uses 200 milliamp hours while it's charging as well, that's hidden within the, 33% to 97%. You've then also got the percent that it would have used during the time it was charging, if that makes sense. So probably a truer figure would be about 13,000, something like that. So in other words, what I really should do is turn the phone off when I'm charging, so you don't get that that sort of muddied water, I suppose. But let's say right here, right now, almost all 20,000 milliamp hour batteries that you buy are going to have this same sort of ratio. And somebody did, I think it was even one of my videos, somebody explained why we get there. And it's to do with the different voltages, that it's, it's rated against 3.7 volts, but actually when you're charging it's 5 volts. And they showed the actual maths, so look, it is actually 20,000, but when you use it at a different voltage, it means it comes to this much, and it kind of made sense. And I still totally get you saying, yeah, but that's not fair. Just tell us actually how many milliamps I can put into my phone. I guess that's why I'm here. So if my phone is 2,800, I'm going to get kind of 4 charges, 4 full, from 0 all the way to 100, 4 full charges. In actual use, as I think I said, I got, well, 6 charges, the 7th one, 4%, not really a lot. So I got 6 pretty full charges, well, not full, but 6 charges over the 4 days that I was using it. And I guess more importantly, it does feel like a good, well-made product. I was half hoping it had wireless, you know, you look at that, it's almost looks like a padded top to it. And I half hoped that I would be able to wireless charge sitting on top. Because like I say, basically this one got lost. I think they just sent me another one. So I've forgotten really what the battery pack was about. But it doesn't have wireless charging, which is a shame. But again, it's still a pretty good price. So keep an eye whether or not it's as good a buy if you're paying £25. But I'm sure it was £16 plus the postage when I first said, yeah, I'll take a look. So maybe just keep an eye on Banggood. I've put lots of links down the bottom that Banggood want you to have a look at. They've got an app as well. There's a link to the product. So please do use those. And it is, I don't know, I think it's worthwhile. It's a nice battery. It's well made. It's not too bulky. And it looks quite nice. You can PD charge the battery. With it being 20,000 mAh, it still took about between 5 and 6 hours. But actually that's not too bad. My phone's 2,800 and it will take at least an hour to charge the bulk of the way through. So to charge 20,000 milliamp hours in 5 or 6 hours, that's pretty good, I reckon. So you can charge it overnight and you could use just this for, well, as I've showed, like 4 or 5 days. If you're going away for the weekend, you're covered, sort of thing. So it is a nice product. I do quite like it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Have a look at other videos on my channel. Maybe you'll find those entertaining and informative. Hopefully you found this one entertaining and informative, maybe. But for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.